All right, glad to have you. It is the Joe Pag Show. 1-800-383-9624. I had to stop and hit the ramp on the song. Motown Monday, glad to have you. Debate Monday, what do you expect for tonight? What do you expect from Hillary Clinton? What do you expect from Donald Trump? What do you need to hear from the candidate that you want to vote for? What do you need to hear tonight? And in your opinion, is this make or break? One thing they can't deny is that the inclusion of Donald Trump is making this so exciting. Hillary Clinton was 8 years ago. She ran against President Obama. And the debates, you got some viewers, but it's not going to be 100 million. Tonight's going to be something phenomenal. You know who I feel bad for? I have no idea who's playing NFL football tonight. But nobody's going to watch that crap. Nobody is watching NFL football tonight. Guess what? You could all sit down and roll around in the field during the national anthem tonight. Nobody's going to see it.
Right, yeah. Everybody's going to watch the debate.
If you can, let's update those two stories. I called the mall shooting in Washington State terrorism over the weekend, and I had some people give me a hard time. How do you decide it's terrorism? I didn't say it was Islamic terrorism. I said it was terrorism. You're at the makeup counter at Macy's, and somebody walks up and starts shooting. That's certainly terrorism. But we actually do see that there is some sort of a connection to the Middle East, right? Or Europe anyway. Go ahead.
Right. This is from CNN. Arkin Chaitin, the suspect facing 5 counts of murder in a Washington State mall shooting, has confessed to the killings, police say. He was arraigned Monday on the charges. Bail was set at $2 million. Each count is punishable by a fine up to $50,000 and 20 years to life in prison. Wearing a blue button-down with his hands shackled in front of him, Chaitin spoke only to say yes, sir, in response to a judge's questions. He was ordered to be back in court October 26th. Prior to his appearance, CNN obtained an arrest warrant declaration from the Mount Vernon Police Department that said during a post-Miranda interview with detectives, Chaitin said it was him in the video, and he did bring the rifle into Macy's and shot all 5 victims. Chaitin is accused of using Ruger 10/22 with a 25-round magazine. His father told police his Ruger 10/22 is missing, along with some ammunition, court records say, and the 20-year-old Turkish immigrant remains in Skagit County Jail.
Do we have any motive, any idea what did he say? Here's why I did it. And by the way, the news report only says what kind of rifle it was and that it can hold 25 rounds, because that's part of the narrative, which is if you only sold rifles, I could take a 2-round magazine, everybody would be alive today or something. That's the only reason why that's in there. Is there any motive? I mean, he's from Turkey. We know that.
He immigrated from Turkey. He's a legal permanent resident of the United States. The story goes on to say, though, it's unclear when he moved to the United States. Now, as of today, state authorities said they could not yet rule out terrorism or any other motive given the investigation was still in its early stages. Before the suspect's arrest, though, an official with the FBI told reporters there is currently no evidence that linked the shooting to a terrorist group.
Okay, so he's from Turkey, a predominantly Muslim country, shows up at Macy's to shoot as many people as he can with his rifle that holds 25 rounds, and the magazine is what did the shooting, not the guy, according to the idiotic narrative that we have. And some are saying we're not sure if it's terrorism yet. Others are saying we don't see a connection. I'm just going to put it out there. Again, somebody shows up at the mall and shoots up the Macy's makeup counter. It's terrorism, whether it's Islamic terrorism or ISIS terrorism or some jerk with a gun terrorism. It's terrorism. And if you can, quickly give me what happened in Houston this morning.
Yes, from Fox News, a disgruntled lawyer opened fire at a Southwest Houston shopping center on Monday morning, injuring 9 people before the gunman was shot dead by police. The shooter was identified as Nathan Desai, Fox 26 reported, citing multiple sources. Desai had previously worked at McDaniel and Desai, though the practice closed down at some point within the last year, Ken McDaniel told ABC 13. An ABC 13 reporter who spoke with Desai's father said the man had tried calling his son numerous times on Monday, but had only gotten the man's voicemail. And Desai's father said his son was upset over the failure of his law firm and the business closed due to a lack of clients. Desai's father confirmed his son owned multiple guns and said he had a license to carry. He also said Desai drove a black Porsche, the same type of car police were examining in the shopping center parking lot. The car's license plate showed it was registered to Desai. The gunman was known to law enforcement, officials said, and several guns were found in the man's car. He was a resident of an apartment complex near the scene of the shooting and may have had previous run-ins with some of his neighbors.
There you go. So the excuse that the family wants to give is that he was upset over his law firm failing or something. Let me throw this out there, and I'm going to help out anybody who is, because I've got guns. I'm a concealed carry guy. I have no plans to shoot anybody unless there's some sort of an imminent threat to my family, to me, to my stuff. I would never think to myself, well, the show isn't doing as well as I'd like, although, by the way, it is. But there have been times in my career when things weren't sterling and weren't crazy great all the time. It never goes through my mind to go shoot up a mall. So that's not an excuse. If you're in a position to where you're depressed, you're upset, you're unhappy, and you're thinking, maybe I'll go shoot somebody at the mall, stop it. Just stop it. You're not going to achieve anything. Doesn't make anything better. And to the media out there covering these stories, stop it. Wow, 25 magazines. Yeah, 25 rounds. I'm concealed carry guy. I got a license. See? Even people with licenses go around. Stop it. I can't say it any clearer than that. All right. Want to go to the debate tonight? Carrie, I'm guessing you're going to watch it. Are you DVRing it so that you won't miss any on the way home?
I am, yes. You know what I'm going to do, though, is the first 30 minutes I'm going to listen on radio going home, and I'm going to catch the rest of it on TV just to see if there's going to be any difference between radio
there probably will be.
And the TV.
I'm guessing sure there will be. I mean, that's what historians say, and I wasn't around. I think you were. But I wasn't around for the Nixon-Kennedy debate in 1960. And again, everybody who listened on radio, like bar none, said Richard Nixon was mopping the floor with John F. Kennedy. Right. Everybody watching said, oh, my God, he's dreamy. It was wonderful. Definitely Kennedy is winning this thing.
And,
So that'll be interesting. I want to talk to you about that tomorrow here on the show, what the differences were between what you heard and what you ended up seeing when you got home. Will you re-watch what you just heard?
Probably so, yeah.
Okay.
Later on.
So that'll be interesting. So I'm gonna certainly I'm DVRing it. I'll watch it when I get home, and we'll take the time. I'm not gonna stop and go. I have in the past during debates live tweeted or live Facebooked. Then everybody got mad at me because I kept on blowing up their notifications or something. So I probably won't do that tonight. I'll do a video afterwards, and I'll give you my thoughts. I'm doing some early morning radio at some stations tomorrow, so we'll do it that way. And hopefully we can all sort of, at the end of it, say, this person won, that person won. Here's the thing. The campaigns will go above and beyond on social media, more than you've ever seen, talking about how Trump smoked Clinton or Clinton smoked Trump. You're going to see that from both campaigns. What I urge people to do is really watch with a keen eye. Really watch and really listen to what they're saying. Listen to the substance. I don't think it's going to turn into a you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar. I don't think so. I get the feeling that Hillary Clinton will call Donald. Well, what Donald says, I don't know that she's going to call him Mr. Trump. I get the feeling that she's going to use his first name, Donald, and try to be pejorative about it. I think that if he's smart, and he is, he'll call her Mrs. Secretary or Senator. I don't think he's going to call her Hillary.
Not crooked Hillary?
I don't think he'll say crooked Hillary. I don't think he'll say rigged. I mean, he might talk about things in that sense where the election was rigged, and we see what the DNC did, but it would not be smart, in my not very humble opinion, for him to call her crooked Hillary, then she'll play the victim. He needs to not give her an out and allow her to play the victim by attacking. If there will be any attacks tonight, look, he's 6'2", he's large in stature, large in personality, and she's diminutive, and she can also get very frustrated and start, yelling, when she gets mad. I would be very, very, very respectful if I were him and not do the attack route. I don't think it's going to help. 1-800-383-9624, joepags.com.